Hello and happiest of folks today. I hope you guys are having just an absolutely amazing day today. Today we're going to be playing the movies, Let's Play, my first Let's Play, and that sort of thing. I did a review of it a couple of weeks ago. I was trying to do a Let's Play with my lapel mic that I use for my camera, but it wasn't working. It wasn't loud enough. So then I tried picking up a handheld mic, and it wasn't loud enough either. So I grabbed this shotgun mic from it's meant for like podcasts and stuff like that for like $100, and that sort of thing. And so it's here in front of me. Hopefully I won't need to like shout out like I had to do with the others, and then still not even be here. So we're gonna get the movies started now. 2005 game. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and that sort of thing. This is my first Let's Play. And now we'll get started. That's a good thing. So here I'm going to hit the game icon. We're going to start a new game for you folks. I'm going to start with my name, Abe. My studio is going to be Vandalia Studios. For you folks, Vandalia Studios would have been the name that West Virginia would have been if it had been a state early on prior to the revolution. And there's actually a Vandalia video game too. I'm sorry, a Vandalia thing that's out there in the system every month in the summer. Which I thought so we're going to choose an outdoor one with the fun stuff out there too, which is do not hit skip to do. Alright, now we're going to get this thing started.
Welcome to the dawn of the movie industry. The year is 1920, and your new studio's success lies in your hands. You must guide it to greatness. You must create the biggest movies and employ the most famous stars as you strive to reach the summit of the studio charts and reap the rewards of victory. First, build a thriving studio. Hire wannabes and nurture them into your stars. Make the movies that'll get the big bucks rolling in and clean up at the awards. Then, with every award you win, with every success you enjoy, your studio's reputation will grow. Soon, stars from rival companies will flock to your studio, and you'll unlock new technologies, scenes, and sets to make your movies better than ever. So what are you waiting for? You've got a suitcase full of cash and a world of possibilities before you. Now get out there and start making your dreams come true. Because in the movie industry, anything is possible.
Welcome to your new movie studio.
Tutorial first here in January 1920. Alright, so we hit the pause button. So we look around, talk about the game a little bit. You can't actually build in the pause mode, but you can play stuff. Alright, and so that sort of thing. Alright, so basically over here, you got the staff office. This is where you're going to hire your janitors and maintenance staff too that'll help build things and also keep it into condition and that sort of thing. You need to have pristine buildings. Particularly sets where you're going to be building. Here are your three things you can build. The first of these are facilities. No items available yet because I haven't hit the click button. Next one are sets. Now I have sets that are left over from a DLC called an expansion pack. Sorry, it's before DLCs. And then I've got $150,000, so you can see that this is actually pretty pricey. Alrighty, and then over here for landscapes and ornaments, here you can build decorations like statues and cars. And then here you can build stuff, trees. I really like flower beds; they're pretty, and that sort of thing. And then those will help make your studio prettier. And then over here, you can build benches, trash cans, a little bath to help people and such. And then over here, you've got your landscaping tools. Now you can see that you see those two that are flashing over here. That's the path, and you have to connect all buildings by path and such. And so that's telling you that those two, that's where the entrance is to the park, not over here. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started, and we'll start to build up my office. Before we do that, I'm going to save game because I want to make sure. I'm sure you guys are going to be bored with me hitting save game a lot. Okay, part 1, but I definitely feel like we save. Alright, now I'm going to hit the pause button, and there's also going to fast forward button too.
Okay, before you open the studio, you'd better... The first building you'll need is a stage school. That's it. Now left...
Here in the far corner what I can build. And that sort of thing. So here's the stage school. Stage school is going to be where our actors and our directors, and also our extras are hired. Now I like to put it here in the center, because again, it's the entrance and such. I like to push it back up a little bit more, like there. There should be good. Because in the center, over here, you don't want to be putting any things in the early game. That's going to be places for like restaurants and that sort of thing. Now I'm going to link those two up with the path and that sort of thing, and then make sure that we're good to go. Idaho. And then you'll see over here, see those two things that I talked about, the linking the paths. That's what I was talking about before. So you can link those two up. Sorry about that. And then link those two bad boys up, all up and down the block like that. Alrighty. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button. And now I'm going to hire 2 maintenance and 2 staff to build that.
Great. To build the stage school, you'll need to hire a builder at the staff office by the studio gates.
Very kinetic.
Now click and hold down the left mouse button briefly to pick them up. Now hire them. Great. Builders perform any building and maintenance. Fantastic. While the stage school is being built, you can use this time to sort out the rest of the buildings you'll need. Okay, now build a casting office. You'll need this for assigning stars to your movies. Just follow the sparkles.
Alright, so we're going to build a facility. So we're going to build a production office, a crew facility, and a casting office. Now the casting office is going to be where you're going to physically place movies. You can see it's pretty big too. I like to have it with a little bit of space in between this one and the other one to have stuff like a road deck and path that go up between them. And then over here, we're going to be putting the crew facilities where we hire our movie crew to help shoot the films and that sort of a thing. And I'm going to turn this around a little bit to face this area and that sort of thing. I'm going to put it as close to this facility as I can and that sort of thing, and just one back because I definitely want to make sure that we got some space. As you can see, it looks like I didn't save this and that sort of thing, or I didn't hit it over. So now I'm going to get these two all up and down the block. We're building a path here and all up and down the block. And it looks like, again, this one didn't save like the auto thing. And then over here, we're going to hit this path too, and that sort of thing. And then again over here will be a path that I'm going to connect and build up here to there. That's going to be my path there. And then over here, we're going to have the last one. This is the production office. This is going to be where you physically will release your offices. It's pretty big. Again, I'll try to put a path in between these two so that people can walk around. And again, have that sort of thing. Alrighty, and so that'll be there. Actually, I probably want to put it back one. There we are. And then we'll have all that get placed. Again, I'll try to link those with the paths, that sort of thing. You can see it here, all glowing and stuff, and that sort of thing. And then we'll have it over here, and then over here, we'll take this up. Alrighty, and then over here, I don't see where this one is. Oh, it's back there. So those two here, and then two more, and to connect them all up and down, and it should be now connected now. Alright, and so now it's going to tell me. Alright, now I'm going to save it again. Sorry about that. You're going to be probably in the way button. Yeah, a couple couple times I've had to go load saves and such. It didn't work. All right, so now we're going to hit the play button.
Left click on the Sets icon, then select the Stage set.
I like putting my early sets here by the setting by the office where we cast and stuff.
Excellent. Now you've got all the buildings you need for your movie, you can look at improving the studio environment. Okay, that'll do for now. Remember to lay down more paths as the studio expands. Another important factor of having a great studio is to make sure your staff have a nice working environment. Follow the sparkle to the Flora section, then select an ornament you'd like to place in the studio.
And start, because again, you don't have to do that. Now we're going to place down some Flora. So we will make this place. Now what you can see again, it's all red. Yeah, I love these flower beds. They're so gorgeous looking. 1, 2, 3. You can see how the thing's starting to turn cool. It's telling you that people start to think it looks good. And then we'll be doing flower beds in here. Make sure that doesn't fit. So let me try this. That's everything. And then I'm trying to have some of these here for you folks. Like that. And like that. And then we'll put a tree up in here too. Maybe a little different tree because that's not fitting. Alrighty. And there we can see that getting made up. And again, you can see how great that looks. You can definitely see all the green there. That tells you that they definitely enjoy that stuff. Alright. Let me hit the play button. And then we'll get this started. Alright. So. Build some bushes here. 2. Alright. And now we're just waiting for everything to get built and that sort of thing. Alright. There we are. Oh, I'm sorry, this game is the buzz.
Okay, time to move on. Remember to place down more ornaments as the studio expands.
As everybody else says.
Excellent. The studio is now ready. Carry on. Are you ready to open the studio? You can see movie player, that's where you does it. So you're recording these games basically. Alright. So check this out. And now we're going to open up the studio. Now our studio is open. Here in a little bit, you're going to need, now that the studio is open and proper, you're going to start hearing a radio come on the board, and they're going to start talking about our studio. Congratulations! The studio is officially open.
Good morning, dear listeners. You are tuned in to KMVS Wireless on a frequency of 121.5, and I am your wireless announcer, Mr. William McDuff. Thank you for joining me on such a beautiful day. Well, it would appear we have a new movie studio opening in town. So, if you're looking for employment in this fledgling industry, why not take a stroll over to the beach and hand in your resume? Remember, unlike the wireless, you don't need a good voice to be in a movie.
Over here, we're going to have 2 directors.
Okay, time to make your first movie. You won't get far without an actor and a director, so select a couple of appropriate wannabes at the stage school.
It's also great actors. So the first person on here is Mike Burnell. Folks, he has great experience in action movements. He's actually not that great closer to the scenes. So next one over here is AD&D. He is along fairly experienced. She's got great legs with physique. She probably better as a director. Star 2. She's 18 years old. She has the this is the last one is Elizabeth Lang. She's got okay looks. So I'm gonna hire the guy as an actor. That way, because they have one middle leads
When I was a theater player, I could act so much better.
Hire a person by dropping them in the Create Actor room. Now you just need a director. Bear in mind that a director won't appear in front of the camera, so their skills and character are more important than their appearance. That's it. Okay, time to move on.
I'm not sure I placed her. Let me try it again. So now they're giving me a script.
Now everyone knows a great movie starts with a great script. Luckily, time to get this movie started. Left click and hold to pick up the script. Follow the stream to the casting office where you can get your new stars to rehearse the script. Okay, your movie now needs a cast and a director. Let's start by assigning your new director. The stars have now started rehearsing the script. This will help boost the final quality of the movie. Great! Available crew will fill any required crew positions, so you don't need to assign them. Look at the movie to see how rehearsal is progressing.
Good to go. I'm going to hire 4 crew, so the crew are automatically assigned positions. That's be so terrible. What's that group? Alright. Now while that's happening, we're going to do a zoom through of this stage. You can do this with any empty set. Alright. You can see over there, that's the progress. How well it's going. And once it's done, you can. Again, I like to have this large sentence so that way after they get done, that it doesn't take that much time to get this
All right, rehearsal of the script has finished. Your movie is now shooting. Go to the stage set to follow its progress. The stars and crew you selected will assemble at the set, ready for check what everyone is doing by looking at the cast and crew information bubble on the movie.
And also, there's no order in July, stuff's happening, moving on. So this is the person that my stage. Her name is Nadine. That's Nadine. She's already with my stars. Somebody that's right.
The first scene is now being shot. You can see the overall movie progress in the movie's information bubbles. Scenes that are still to be shot are displayed in the movie's shooting schedule bubble. Okay, now you can continue to follow the movie's progress. In preparation for your next movie, build the new set that has become available.
This is the Wild West Saloon, and this is a romance one. So we build that one right here, as close as possible, and that sort of thing. So right there is probably as close as I can.
Okay, while the movie is shooting, it's worth looking after the rest of the studio.
With that sort of stuff.
Look around the studio for information icons and the corresponding tips.
So that should be fine. Can come down here, and those two between. Alrighty, and then you can see. I'm not sure if the landscape tool will work over these randomly assigned things. No. Alright, yeah, you can see my lot was randomly assigned some stuff, but I don't know if I can build there. Alrighty, so there we are, and now I'm going to take, it says here, take a look at the rest of the studio, so I'm going to be doing, so I'm actually going to do a little bit of landscaping here, now that I've started to build that up. Again, you can see over here, there's just not a lot of landscaping, and that sort of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and hit over here with the angled flower bed. I'm going to turn that to. Put that there, put that there, and I'm going to start building some benches and some too. Alright. 2 benches, places people relax. And you'll notice the benches are not on the path proper, they're actually next. That makes sense. So I should zoom in on that, make sure. Yep, that's good to go. There, bench there, and then benches here for them to hang out with. So go there and rest, and then we'll actually put. Now you've noticed that we have not been adding some stuff like bathrooms or places to eat. That's what the central area was going to be. Alrighty. And that sort of thing. So I'll put some little bits there. Actually, I'm not sure I like the little bit there. We should do it. Alrighty. But it's already there. It's fine. Too many little bits isn't the worst thing in the world. You can also see we now have more than just benches. We got a place, a gumball machine, a basketball board, a place for them to do chin-ups, and that sort of thing. It's a good stuff. Out there for you folks. And then over here, I'm going to make this place look a little prettier too, with some flora here. That's nice. That's nice too. Down 2. Alrighty. And then we'll put a couple of those. Sorry about that. Here and here too. And you can see that green coming in. Another flower bed there too. That sort of thing. A large one. A large one. Good. That's it. Alrighty. And that sort of a thing. And now I'm going to annoy you by saving this again. Sorry about that. But again, gotta be saving all no. I'll say it doesn't work against anybody else. Alright. So I'm going to hit play again.
Cut! It's a wrap.
Actually, I should do this. Double click this and zoom in. The stage. See what something looks like.
It's a wrap.
We'll also, you're gonna have to have like entourage. So you'll end up placing like bars and restaurants. So I'm gonna have two stars is not
Action.
fast forward. Well, actually,
Cut. It's a wrap.
Shooting has finished on your movie, and it's now ready for release at the production office.
because I did have one time where I didn't say and it didn't load. I wasn't able to get this. Our relationships were great. Repair of the stuff was great. The crew experience was good too. That's where you do have your sets and elements. Some movie quality that came out to be out there. All that stuff. It's only a half a star. The star power was poor. The genre interest wasn't great. The novelty value wasn't great. So let's watch the movie. You guys ready? And that's the end of the film for you folks. So, trying to figure out what to do. I don't want to hit the play button. Exit. So everything will hit me over here. Now you can see it's been released. wages they earn, and the production cost too of the crew has been 10K in about 6 months to make it. You can also see what's happening to the Bear. That's not, and that's hit. The reviews, you can see the sets are clear. Its appropriation is a perfect look for this comedy. That's good. Cast merchants seem pretty content working with it. You can see this is an insult to the actors' professions out of that. Fresh and adventure, Alice's comedy goes for this is the first attempt. I think. That's what I think. You can see all the reviews. Button. Here, we're here now at January, and now a couple things have happened. All right, and we'll check it out. I'll go ahead and save it, but I'll go ahead and so let's get this essay for you folks. Do part one. Now I'll hit the exit. Alright, you like the game? Yes. Alright, so there you are. Once again, let me know what your thoughts are. This is my first Don't Starve, and our first take on the movies, and that sort of thing. So just let me know what your thoughts are, and have an absolutely amazing day today.